Abide in my love, abide in my love. As the Father has loved me, so I love you. Abide in my love.
Hey Harvest Kids, Bethany here coming at you once again from my couch to your couch. Now today is gonna look a little different, so I figured I'd sit on a different couch. Do you have a different spot in your home that you would wanna sit? If so, pause this video right now and go find a different spot. There's this phrase that everyone's using these days. I hear it all of the time, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. That phrase is the new normal. It's what we use to call this time in our life that we're living, that period after quarantine, after COVID-19 kind of locked down our lives for a few months, and now things are opening up. We're slowly getting back into our schools. Soon even we're getting back into our churches. We're starting to see friends that we hadn't seen in months. But I'm still not sure how I feel about this new normal. In this new normal, I have to stay 6 feet away from everyone that I love. In this new normal, I have to wear a mask to leave my house. In this new normal, I have to get my temperature taken everywhere I go. In this new normal, lunchtime at school isn't the same, and recess isn't the same, and even sitting in a classroom is totally different. So when I hear the words new normal, I just don't know how to feel. Do you feel that way sometimes? In this new normal, we have a sense of everything's getting back to the way it used to be. But then when we leave our house, it somehow feels completely different. And if you're anything like me, I'm not really sure that I like this new normal. I like being able to give high fives no matter what. I like being able to play with my friends without even thinking if I'm too close to them. I like being able to go outside without worrying whether I get sick or whether I get my family sick, and I miss those days. As we enter into this new normal, the one thing I hold on to, the one thing that brings me hope is that it's not going to be this way forever. In Revelation 21, verses 1 to 5, God gives a man named John a vision. He gives him a vision of what he's planning for the future, and it's a beautiful vision. It says, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, 'Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people. He will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away.' And he who was seated on the throne said, 'I am making everything new.'" God gives us this beautiful picture of where he is directing all of humanity. He says that at one point there will be a world, there will be a heaven, and there will be an earth where we will experience no more sickness, no more death, no more tears. All of that will be wiped away. And in that, there's this profound hope. There's this hope that we can hold on to, that it won't always be this way. There will be a time where I can hug those around me. There will be a time where we won't have to worry about sickness and death. There will be a time where we can breathe freely without a piece of cloth over our mouth. It will not always be this way. Instead, we will know a world that is full of joy and gladness, and there will be no barriers to community and abiding together. It will be like it was always meant to be. So as we think about this time, as we continue to walk in this new normal, I encourage you to hold on to the hope that it won't always be this way, that there will be a day that COVID-19 completely passes away, along with tears and death and sadness. And there will be a day where we experience nothing but joy and the full presence of God. Now, as we end our time here today, I want to challenge you with a few questions. You can write the answers to these questions down on a piece of paper that you might have, or you can simply just think about them. I think it's good to think about things as we walk through new stages of life. So I'm going to put a couple questions up on the screen right now for you to either write down in a journal or just sit and ponder. But I encourage you to not just do this on your own. I would encourage you to first do this on your own, but then talk to your family about it. Talk to your family about how you feel about the new normal and how you are encouraged by the reality that it will not always be this way. Harvest Kids, you are loved.